No countdown today. Hello and good day for Algebra. We're moving ahead, forging ahead to CO3, ordering rational numbers as well as identifying opposites and absolute values. Did anyone get any absolute value on their math test yesterday? Anyone remember seeing anything? Okay. So these phrases, these terms might be new to you, but what is absolute value? Does anybody know, have a definition for absolute value? No? We're going to learn something new today. Fantastic. So absolute value is the distance of a number from zero. The distance of a number from zero. The distance of a number from zero. And here's the thing about absolute value, that there's one word in there that is really super duper important, and that is the word distance. Because the thing about distance is it can never be negative, right? You'll never see a ruler with a negative measurement sign, okay? When you are, what's the thing that keeps track of your miles on a car, all you car heads? Anyone know what that's called? That when you drive, it just counts up the miles. The odometer, right? Yeah. You'll never see that count backwards. Even if you drive in reverse, it still counts you as traveling miles, even though it's backwards. Okay. So the thing about absolute value is it cannot be negative. Cannot be negative. Okay. So if you have something like the absolute value of -4, what it's literally asking you is how far away is -4 from 0? How far away is -4 from 0? 4. Okay? Not -4. That's a value, it's not a distance. It's 4 numbers away from 0. And how you'll see absolute value written would be something like this. Big old like bars with a number in between them. Okay? That would be the absolute value of -4. How far is -4 from 0? And that answer would be +4. Because that's how far it is. Got me so far? Okay? And then opposite numbers are numbers with the same absolute value. Opposite numbers are numbers with the same absolute value. Or, put it another way, two numbers that are the same distance away from 0. So going back to that -4 piece, the absolute value of -4 is 4, right? Have that up there. The absolute value of +4, how far away is +4 from 0? 4. And so -4 and +4 are opposites, right? They're the same distance away from 0 on the number line. What is the opposite of +9? -9. What's the opposite of -6.1? +6.1, okay? The two numbers that are the same distance away from 0, they have the same absolute value. Okay? Questions so far? All right, let's get to the fun stuff. Here we go, okay? It says, for each value A through F labeled on the number line, write the value of the number, its opposite, and its absolute value. For each letter G through K, plot its value on the number line, then write its opposite and absolute value. So really, for this first part here, write the value of the number. I didn't really give you a spot to do that, so I'm not going to have you do that. But letter A, okay? Letter A is right here at -5, right? What's the opposite of -5? Positive 5. Right? Because positive 5 is the same distance away from 0 on the other side. What is the absolute value of negative 5? Also positive 5, because it is 5 numbers away from 0. Letter B. What value does letter B represent? Matt.
-2.5.
Good, -2.5. Sometimes your brain kind of wants to trick you and it'll say -3.5 because you're so used to looking at only the positive side. You think, well, here's -3, it's halfway past that, so it must be -3.5. But remember, the negative side goes this direction, okay? From 0 to -1, -1 to -2, -2 to -3. Letter B is between -2 and -3. Therefore, it's -2.5. That might be one you want to label there, not -3.5. Right? So the opposite of -2.5. Someone I haven't heard from yet today, perhaps. The opposite of -2.5. I've heard from you. Thank you. I've heard from you. Thank you. -2.5. The opposite. Positive 2.5. And the absolute value of -2.5. How far away from 0 is it? 2.5. Okay. Let's flip over to letter F. Letter F is on the positive side of 0. What's the value of letter F? Remember, now the positive side does go this direction. You're more used to that. Ava?
3.5.
3.5. It's halfway between 3 and 4, right? So this would be 3.5. What is the opposite of positive 3.5? Negative 3.5. What is the absolute value of positive 3.5? Positive 3.5. Okay? This row here will always be positive. Right? We said at the top, absolute value is always positive and not be negative. The absolute value line, every value there, positive. The opposite, that depends on where you start. Okay? That depends on where you start. Then the second row, we'll start with letter G, 1 2/3. Who is feeling bold, brave, believes in themselves, and wants to come up and plot 1 2/3 on the number line? Come on up. Come on up. I'll let you pick your color. Letter G, 1 2/3. Where's that going to be? Yeah, right about there. Okay? It's between 1 and 2. It's closer to 2 than it is to 1. Okay? And that's going to be letter G. So we're going to label this with a G as 1 2/3. The opposite of positive 1 2/3, negative 1 2/3. Same distance away from 0 on the other side of the number line. And then the absolute value of positive 1 2/3. Again, positive 1 2/3. How far is it away from 0? Questions on what you're being asked to do here? No? We're feeling confident enough to try some on our own? Okay? So remember those definitions, okay? The distance of something away from 0, and then opposite. Then the bottom 3 questions here. Why are 20 and -20 opposites? So really diving into that definition of what opposite means. I'm thinking of a number with an absolute value of 16. What could my number be? And then you try and hold your breath for exactly 10 seconds, but miss the mark by 2 seconds. How long did you hold your breath? So you try and hold it, try to count in your head for exactly 10 seconds, but you miss the mark by 2 seconds. How long did you hold your breath? Just this one pager for tomorrow. You have about 10 minutes, 9 minutes to work on it now. Hopefully that's enough time. I am here to answer questions if you have them. But otherwise, before the outro? Anything anyone wants to contribute? Okie dokie, that's how you math.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
Ooh, don't forget to like and subscribe. Ready? We'll try it again. That's how you math.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
With gusto. That's how you math.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
We'll work on the gusto.